It's just K1 here. How y'all doing out there? I'm a little behind on recording, on posting, not on recording, on posting the vlog. So I think I just dropped the DIY centerpiece for my event, and now I'm ready to drop the month of August, a month in my life, rather, a month in my life. Y'all, you may know or may not know, my birthday was in August. Also towards the end of my 10-year was in July, but I received some of my gifts in August. Also, I have some car updates about August. A lot of stuff happened in August, okay? So, I'm sorry I'm behind. I know it's September 14th today, but I had to get it all together, y'all, and I had a lot going on, and I've been attending different things, so I'm just getting back to it. So, going forward, and right now, you will see a month in my life, which is August. Happy birthday, Leo's in the house, and all that good stuff, even though it's September now. So one thing I wanted to say, one point I wanted to make, the situation with my car. I wanted to make this before you see the vlog. Many of you know that I have been having a lot of car problems. My car had been in a shop over the last 2 to 3 years, different things. The car was old. It was a 2015 Chevy Equinox, and I have been having a lot of problems with it with repairs. And it got to the point where the repairs were getting astronomical and very expensive, and so I had already decided that in September, which is this month, I was going to get rid of the car. But the last go around with it had something to do with the oil, with the engine and all that. You know, that's a major part, the engine and transmission. So what I had been doing all along was every 2 weeks I was taking my car to get it checked for the oil. They were topping it off. I was doing this every 2 weeks, y'all. So the last time I went, the guy was telling me the same thing, that the engine, he asked me when I was going to get a new car. I said maybe September. He said maybe you need to think about August. So he had gave me that warning. I was going to go car shopping. I was interested in 2 different types of cars. Okay, so I was interested in the Honda CRV. Is that it? Or Toyota CRV? The Honda CRV or the Toyota, maybe I'm saying the names wrong. I was interested in the Honda CRV, the Honda, and the Toyota CRV. Okay. So I liked both of those. I had researched them, everything, all the things, and I had decided that I really wanted the Honda. But I didn't mind looking at the Honda or the Toyota just to see, and Chevys or whatever. I like Chevy. Chevy is my brand, and I've had a couple of Chevys. I have no problems with them. But when they get old, to me, when any car gets over 91,000, it's like all these things start happening. So get your extended warranty if you're not buying brand new. So anyway, I went. I was going to go to a Toyota dealership, but what was happening was it wasn't open on the weekend at the time that I had available to look. So then I was like, well, let me go to a dealership that has Hondas and Toyotas. And I know some of my friends have Toyotas and Hondas, and I know for a fact Toyota is a good brand, it's a good car, and the Toyota and the Honda are they're competitors in the car market. And so I know some of my friends have the Honda. So like I said, I had looked up and saw on CarMax where they had both. So when I got to CarMax, they had a Toyota there, Toyota RAV4. So it's Toyota RAV4 and Honda CRV. They had a Toyota there, and I went one day just to look. And when I went, they only had one. So the one I got in, I wasn't feeling it. As soon as I got in, it felt very masculine. I wasn't feeling it. And then the Hondas, they didn't have any newer ones. They had the old Hondas. Now I know what the old Hondas look like in the inside because one of my next door neighbor where I used to live at had one. So I was like bummed out. So then while I was there, he was like trying to get me to look at other cars. So I was just like, no, I want the Honda, the Toyota. But I don't want none, you know. So then he tried to get me to look at the Blazer, and Blazer is like my dream car. It's not I wasn't even there for that. I'm looking for economy and stuff like that because I'm coming from no car note to a car note, which is drastic, y'all. It's drastic over the last 4 or 5 years. So, you know, anxiety, panic, rage, everything, nervousness. So I didn't even look at it. I think I looked at one. And I said, that's out of my price range. Let's move on. So we went back in, whatever. So then I came back. So that was that day, right? So they wound up finding a Honda for me, and they were shipping it down from Wisconsin. Okay, so then I had to wait a couple of days. So this is the week of my birthday. So I went on Saturday, the week before my birthday was like on Tuesday. So I went on Saturday. So it was supposed to be shipped down. It was supposed to be shipped down on Tuesday, which is my birthday. Then they pushed it to Wednesday. So I'm waiting to hear back Tuesday. I knew it wasn't going to be there. I got a text saying it will be Wednesday. So Wednesday, I didn't hear anything, and I'm like, well, that's kind of strange. I thought the car was supposed to be shipped down. So the way they do it is they do it when they ship a car. They show you like Amazon package. They show you when it's leaving, where it's at, the transportation, when it's getting ready. They show you all the breakdown and when it arrives. They show you when it gets to the CarMax and when they're running a point system and checking it out. They show you all that. So on Wednesday, I hadn't heard anything. So then Thursday comes. So I called the salesperson. So the salesperson was like, so I looked online, it said it was there. Salesperson was saying it wasn't there. And no, this is Wednesday again. So Wednesday, I called because I hadn't heard back it said end of day Wednesday. So Wednesday when I called, the automation thing said it was there. They transferred me around to a lot of people, and then I got the salesman. The salesman said it wasn't there. So I said, online it says there. He said it must be some delay. And so I said, well, when can I come see it or whatever? Because I want to test drive it before that. And he was like, well, I'm out tomorrow. You want to do this Friday? So I said, okay. And so then that was Thursday. And so we're deciding this Wednesday though. So for Friday. So I noticed, I said, okay, so we're all set for Friday for me to test drive it or whatever, right? So then I noticed I was getting frustrated because I was like, I don't know, I just felt like they were giving me the runaround on when it was, sorry y'all, I got a mosquito bite and I'm scratching it. So when Thursday came, I was starting to get anxiety and all this stuff. So I looked online and I saw a gray Blazer, and it wasn't there before. So it was kind of in my price range. So I was like, I want to look at that. So then when Friday morning came, I hadn't heard from the salesman no time in between this time. I was contacting him, y'all. So Friday morning came and I hadn't heard from him. So at this point, it's like 11 o'clock. So I called and I told him, I said, what's the status with the Honda? And he's like, I have some news to tell you. In transit, something happened when they took it off the truck. They hit something and it had to go to a body shop, had to be buffed out or whatever. I said, well, I'm still interested. I still want to see it or whatever. So he was like, come up, let me know when you want to come. I said, I'm coming up there this afternoon early. So then he was like, okay, what time? Let's set that up. So I said, and I want to check out something else too, this Blazer I just seen. When did that come in? He said it had to come in Monday or Tuesday. My birthday. It's a sign, y'all. So then, okay, so I go up there. I get up there. The Honda is not back yet from the body shop of getting buffed or whatever. So I was just like, okay. So I said, can I see the Blazer then? So I said, but I still want to see the Honda because I want to test drive it. You know, whatever. I've never driven a Honda. So we go test drive that Blazer. It was all over. So the time that you're at a dealership, you're in here a long time. So I just kept thinking that even though I test drove the Blazer, I loved it. Of course, it's Chevy, it's my brand. I just thought that during the time I'm there, they would bring the other car back. They still hadn't got back. So we started. I said, after I test drove it, it was fine. It got a little kick to it. You know, it's a little bit better than my Equinox. It's got a little room to it. So, and it's wider, so it takes getting used to. So I test drove it, I got out. He was like, so what you thinking? I said, we need to go talk some numbers. So we go in. So I'm thinking all this time I'm there, we're going through all this process that they're going to bring the Honda back. They hadn't even bought the Honda back yet. So it really, if I didn't decide on the Blazer with the Honda, I would have to wait till the next day, which would be Sunday or Monday. So, okay, so we run the numbers, whatever. You know, you had to get the extended warranty because this is a 2023. And me coming from no car, no. Y'all, I don't know. One good thing, we had already did pre-financing. Sorry, I'm scratching my mosquito bite. We had already did pre-financing when I came the first time. And so that was good. And that gave me an idea of a price range because the cars cost the same. So the Chevy cost the same as the Honda. So I think the Honda might have been $1,000 more. So anyway, went through all that. And in between the time, I had took some money down on my savings because I was going to do my down payment, whatever, whatever. And so then we started doing the numbers. You know, I had to stretch it to the furthest I could stretch it. I'm keeping it real and 100 with y'all. Listen to me and let's be clear. My credit is not the best. But I had to get out of that other car because it was just me pouring and pouring out and I couldn't do it no more. So even though on one hand, I had to get a car and I just had to take the hit with the note. On the other hand, I would have still had the Equinox, but I would have been backing out the shop. And y'all know an engine is 4K, easy. Engine and transmission. I couldn't handle it. So we went with the other hand. So I thought it was a sign that, remember I remember we was walking on a lot and he was like, don't you want to look at the Blazer? I'm like, no, because that's not that's out of my price range. That's too expensive for me. That's like my dream car. I ain't interested. When I say I ain't interested, I really ain't interested. So we go and we run the numbers. It came out almost being the same as me getting a Honda when I put the extended warranty on it. So that wasn't nothing but God, y'all. So, like they say, be ready when God blesses you and when he gives you more. You got to be able to handle it. My pocket. Y'all. I keep telling people I'm going to be on the ramen noodle diet. I'm going to be on the almond noodle diet, not the raw, the ah. So, first payment is coming up September 20th, I think. September 22nd, something like that. I don't know. Y'all, it's going to be shock. It's going to be shock. It's going to be anxiety. So, now I'm on a super budget. Because I'm going from no car note to a car note. Y'all know I'm in the process of, this year was my 10-year year at my job. And then next year is a milestone birthday. I'm trying to get in cohesion with my planning and stuff. Now we get hit with a note for a car, for a Blazer. Like I said, God bless me. I'm grateful. But I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. But I gotta I gotta roll with it. I want to be blessed again. I was very shocked, and it still hasn't settled in me. The car has been, I had the car for a little over a month now. It still has not settled in with me. I'm still trying to inhale it. You know, like I said, it takes time for me to digest things, and I'm still digesting. I had his first car wash. Soon it'll be first oil change. But y'all, pray for me and rock with me. Because God did, and God has blessed me, and I'm so very grateful. I never thought in a million years this would be the car I would be getting, but see, somebody else had other plans, you know, so we had to rock with it, try our best. So anyway, I'm gonna be on super budget, y'all. So anyway, so everything about the car, I like it. It has some features that I wasn't used to. I'm not used to push button start. I'm not used to the light being on when you stop and it cuts on. I'm not used to that. I disabled that. But everything else is fine. You know, you got 30 days of, I think you got 3 months of, what's it called? The radio, the satellite radio, some other things, the push button for the trunk and all that stuff. Also, what's so excellent about it, it's a 2023. So I was looking at 20s, 19s and 20s for the Honda and the Toyota. This is a 23 and it was the same price. It had 23,000 miles on it. Right now we're up to 24. It was like 23, 399 and 99. So we're up to 24 now. Also, I pulled the warranty up on it because it's a 2023. We're in 25. There's some part, he told me it was a little piece of warranty we left on it. No, it's a lot of different things on it. You have to look at it and read it. I'm going to print it out because, not that I would be having major work done to it, but there are some things on there that the warranty still covers under Chevy. So I'm going to print it out. I got it. I'm on the system, you know, under my car, whatever, with Chevy, and I have all the information, but I want to print it out so I can read it. There's a lot of things that it still covers, even though we're in 25 going into 26, and it's by the miles and the year. And there's a little bit warranty left on it. So even though I have the extended warranty, there's some stuff left on it too. But you know, that doesn't cover tires and oil changes and stuff like that. That covers big stuff. So that's a blessing because with the other car was 2015. We're in 25. It had 90, no, it had like 110,000 miles on it, that Equinox. But it was over. It was over for that. So the only bad thing about when we did the switcheroo with my stuff in the car, why did I lose the zip drive to my favorite DJ in the whole world, Hula Mahone? I had a zip drive in there that Hula gave me of house music and other music. It was house music, was party music. He did an anniversary. So it had house music, a lot, like 80%. Then 20% was like him doing like a sexy soul anniversary party with R&B and some little reggae and stuff like that. Why did I lose it? When I was transferring my stuff, I didn't get in the car and take the stuff out. I reached it, and I think the zip drive was still in the car. Y'all, I called the salesman back. I said, "Can somebody check that car?" He was like, "That car gone to the so-and-so, the wholesale place or whatever for Chevy." For Carmen. That's the only thing I regret. My zip drive. So somebody is somewhere listening to Hula My Home house music, y'all. And don't let me catch you. Don't let me see you blasting it down the street. I'm going to say, that's my zip drive. But anyway, y'all. That's my little car story. I am extremely blessed. I'm still trying to grasp it. I'm still going through it. But like they say, when you tell God your plans, he laughs at them. But when he blesses you with something, he's blessing you with something so he can bless you more. So you have to prove that you can handle it. I'm gonna prove I can handle it. If y'all see me eating almond noodles, I'm gonna be skinny as 3B, but I'm gonna have a car though, okay? So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to give you the little backstory on the car. I'm not gonna do a car tour and all that stuff. You know what a 2023 Chevy, you know what a Chevy looks like. Chevy got a little room to it. And the name of my car is John Wick. Get into it, Keanu Reeves. The other car was called Alexander O'Neal. He went to retire with Sherelle. This car name is John Wick. And you'll see me in it. I'm getting some little accessories for the car, whatever. I got seat covers. I got the little things going, the little thing. I'm keeping up with the car washes and stuff. I'm looking at the maintenance and all that. So it's a new experience all over again. And it's a newer car. So it's a lot to get used to. And it has a little power. Like I said, I think it has a different type of engine than the Equinox. It's a Chevy still. But in a million years, I didn't go there to look at Chevys at all. I wanted to try something different. So that's how I got into the Honda. I was going to be Team Honda. So I'm back Team Chevy, girl. So anyway, I just want to say thank you, Lord. I am blessed. You never know when your blessing is coming, but you got to know how to deal with it and accept it because he's going to bless you some more. So with that being said, we are going to get into the video, to the vlog of the month of August, days of my life. Hope you enjoy it. I am Kay. You're watching It's Just K1. Welcome. Come on in. All new people, come on in. And returning people, you know the deal. So get with it. Hope you are safe. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you enjoy your family. And y'all, these days we got to stay prayed up. Y'all know what's going on. We always talk about it. So let's get to it. Run the vlog. It's just K1. Rock with me.
I remember when I used to. Don't do it cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell her, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living, won't manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been happy, working hard, just so I can say I told you so.